We begin tonight with new details on a new way to pay for California roads. With revenue from the gas tax dwindling, Californians could be charged for every mile they drive. Good evening, I'm Marcelo Lee.
I'm Carlo Cicchetto. Caltrans is now studying a per-mile road charge applied to all drivers across the state to help fund highway maintenance that's now funded through the excise tax on fuel, and why the state says this new mileage tax would actually replace California's gas tax. Not everyone's convinced.
CBS 8's Richard Allyn has more on the pilot program that has just wrapped up.
Well, that's right. Currently, about 80% of California's road and highway repairs are funded through the state's 59-cent a gallon gas tax, the highest in the nation. But with more drivers now switching to electric vehicles, the state is getting less and less funding for those repairs, now leading to this possible mileage tax for all drivers. And not surprisingly, not all drivers are on board.
No, not for it. Sorry, I'm a hard no on everything. I gotta save my money where I can.
San Diegan Gail Hoffelina wants to put the brakes on any possible per-mile road charge for drivers, an idea the state's now exploring, as explained in this video released by Caltrans.
It's an innovative way to collect funding for roads and highways based on how many miles you drive instead of how many gallons of gas you buy. Because as we move toward a zero-emission future, the gas tax won't last forever.
Caltrans just completed a pilot program to test out a road charge system, including a flat per-mile fee of 2.8 cents a mile, as well as an individualized fee based on a vehicle's fuel economy. The pilot also tested different ways of reporting mileage, including odometer readings or a special plug-in device.
The purchasing power of the fuel tax, which is the main way that we finance transportation infrastructure, has been steadily declining.
But not everyone's giving this potential new charge the green light.
A mileage tax in California is a money grab. Let's just be very clear.
San Diego Assemblymember Carl DeMaio led the charge against a proposed local mileage fee a few years back and says he's just as opposed to this one, which he says could cost the average Californian $900 to $1,200 per year.
Unfortunately, a lot of working families, poorer families, have a longer commute, so they'll actually pay a higher mileage tax. It's very regressive. It's unfair.
DeMaio also says he's skeptical this mileage tax would replace the fuel tax, as the state has indicated.
That's nonsense. These people will never give up a tax. They're just going to add an additional one on.
And it would be up to the state legislature to decide whether this road charge would replace the fuel tax. Also, the results of Caltrans' pilot program should be released later this year.